Hi and welcome back to my channel. I'm going to admit I haven't been posting much for a while due to my health, and I'm going to admit I got myself into a bit of a funk, and I'm here today with Rona. So apologies for any barking she may do. You can probably also see that we are decorating, so it's been completely hectic. Today I'm going to be talking about The Wicked of the Earth by Andrew Bergson, published by Northodox Press, who I'm going to say, Northodox Press, you guys are brilliant. You have not seen me wrong. I have got so many of their books on my wish list. It is ridiculous. But this is another absolute blinder from Northodox. Set in 1650, James Archer is a spy for the crown. He's sent back to Newcastle, which is his hometown, to obviously spy for the crown. I don't want to give too much away because it's such a good book. He finds out that his sister was one of the accused in the witch trials, and kind of takes that on as a bit of a side project, so to speak, to his actual work. But it's just so brilliantly done. I know Andrew did a lot of research into the witch trials and the people involved and Newcastle at that time. He manages to portray that era and the espionage, I suppose, and the corruption and just general evil of the witch trials that were used not just as a religious thing but as a political and economical sabotage. Yes, I know, Rona, you approve of it too, don't you? Yes, you do. Now, I have a thing for witches and vampires and things like that, and it's not a fantasy book. It is something that has been based on true events. The settings, you can imagine there's parts of Newcastle that you can still go to that are mentioned in this book, and you can find things online about them. And Andrew does such a brilliant job of bringing that imagery to your mind as you are reading. He gives enough description to set your mind going, but he doesn't overdo it, which is perfect. And you feel for James, his circumstances. He's been off fighting in a war, he's come back, he's seen some horrors, and now he's been dragged into a political war and trying to deal with the people at that time and the attitudes of that time, especially against women who were not seen as equal. It's just so well written. It just drags you in. You can see the characters, you can feel what they feel. There are times when there's characters that you really want to like give a good kicking to, if you know what I mean, and there's other characters that you just want to grab and give a hug to and tell them that it'll be all right. I will say I did have to look up a couple of the clothing descriptions, because my knowledge of that era isn't that great. But other than that, you don't need knowledge of that time to follow the story. Andrew brings you through this trial that James is going through, from him arriving back in Newcastle as a person who's done something that's been perceived as wrong, but now he's in the favour of the crown and he's trying to get other people to do their jobs, and you feel for him. You feel like he doesn't know what's happened to his sister. His sister has literally disappeared, and apart from somebody telling him that she was accused of witch trial, he has to try and find out what's happened, because again, corruption and that people who don't actually care because they knew it wasn't about witches. Just Andrew, you have just pulled a blinder. Northodox, you've pulled another blinder. It's out on Thursday the 21st. Get it pre-ordered from the Northodox website now, because it is just so definitely one you need to have. Even if historical fiction isn't your thing, this one it has something in it for everybody. I love the historical side of it. I love the fact that there's so-called witches. I love the fact that you've got characters who care but can't show it, who are forced into situations that they don't want to be in. And yeah, Andrew, definitely top of my list for the year. Loved it. Buy it, pre-order it, get it now.